Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to read for the group NCT Dream since it was pendant. So yes, let's start the reading to see what energies they have available for the next 3 months. And we start with the Seven of Wands, the Three of Cups, Five of Swords, Queen of Swords, and the High Priestess. So yeah, starting with the Seven of Wands, I think that um, the boys and always like I don't know why, but it makes me feel like they go through occasions or situations where they feel like they have to defend themselves, or they automatically um, get their defense mechanism very fast. Um, because I think that there are a lot of unexpected like situations that affect the group dynamic in a sense that probably there are like I don't know, suddenly changes of plans, something happens, something very unexpected occurs, like changes out of nowhere. So there's a sense of them actually not feeling very relaxed, like the feeling that every time a new idea or a new message or a new something comes up, they instantly put their barriers up. And I think that this is not like with each other or towards each other. It's more about what is being requested out of them. Probably they are asked to fill certain roles or to do things out of the ordinary or out of what they should initially do as a group. Um, so there's a sense of being on the defensive. There's this defensiveness here that it's like the beginning of the reading. And then we have the Three of Cups. So I think that definitely they start with a feeling of being on the defensive, but then eventually they relax and they enjoy themselves. But their first reaction is to be on the defensive. Um, I don't know if it's because they feel like sometimes they've been asked too much, like they are asked to do a lot of things, so they feel like they have to fill a lot of voids or adapt to a lot of situations that they are like, I don't think that this has to do with us, So I don't know, maybe the fans know more about this than myself, but this is the feeling that I get. And then eventually they go through a moment where they are like, okay, it is what it is, so we have to manage, like we have to do it. And I think that actually what helps them to not get desperate or like or moody or uncomfortable is that they somehow understand each other in an emotional way. um Here with the Three of Cups, there's a sense of that they actually care for each other emotionally. So probably they do bring or they do have this emotional support among the members. I know that NCT Dream, I believe that it's the youngest unit of NCT. So, but there's something about them actually like being very emotionally mature or like somehow being able to open up emotionally. Probably the members are also emotional in their own different ways of expression. It's like they seem to care for each other, and they are very quick to notice if someone is in a bad mood or if someone is going through some like difficulties when it comes to how they feel in their emotions. And they do like love to put the effort to understand each other a bit more. So this is actually very nice because Like I mentioned, not a lot of groups have this, like this sort of emotional awareness. No, I think that the guys definitely, you can sense that at first they show this energy of being very reactive, like probably like I don't know, when they are asked to do something that is out of what they should do, they get really moody, like as if they were teenagers. They start complaining, like, oh, why me? Or why do I have to do this? Or blah, blah, blah. And then eventually they join forces and they actually pull it off. But I think that this level of adaptability is something, it's because they somehow trust each other and they have each other's back and they rely on each other emotionally. They probably talk a lot among themselves about how they feel about certain situations. So they are able to put into words their frustration and everything that they go through, and they feel like they are understood. And I think that this is a very key element of this group, the understanding of each other's nature, even though they are very different, and they are also very in this process of sort of also understanding each other and understanding themselves as individuals. I think that it surprises me their level of awareness here, because I can see it definitely. And here with the five of swords in the middle, definitely again we have here a lot of like experiences that I think that for NCT Dream, um there's always this sense of being alarmed, especially from news or things that comes from the outside. So I don't know if maybe the group tries their best to not get into any scandals or to not have their names mentioned. Like there's a sense that they are walking on eggshells all the time, and I don't think that it's because of what they do or who they are. It's just that their environment is a bit like it has conflicts sometimes. I don't think that it's about the group, but somehow what the conflicts or the situations that are a bit chaotic that happens around them affect them, because like I mentioned, somehow they feel like they have to cover up for a lot of things or compensate for other people's um, bad decisions or bad management. So they are like this sort of savior of the day or distraction. So sometimes they do have like an inner conflict about this. They are like, okay, we do not want to be summoned for this. We want to be like to be here, or we want to do this because actually if it is a good opportunity for us, but not to compensate for other people's mistakes or failures or lack of resources, for example. So I think that they do struggle with that a lot, especially because I think that they don't feel yet confident enough to talk or to speak up about things that they consider that are unfair. So this is what I think, that probably they rely a lot on each other, and they probably are a group that whatever they are feeling or their impressions or their opinions about something, they always like talk about this with each other, and they probably like are very hermetic about it. They don't talk about what um like what is going on with them, or how they feel about certain situations, because somehow they understand that the key here is to be united and also be a bit hermetic, like not to let themselves get too carried away with other people's issues, because I think that there's a lot of chaos, there's a lot of like in the company in general. There's probably a lot of gossiping, a lot of, because we have a lot of swords here. We have the five of swords, we have the queen of swords, and then we have the high priestess. So I think that among the members, they know who to trust, or they know who to go to, or they know when to express an opinion, and they know when it's safe to express or to say how they feel or what they think. Because somehow they don't feel like they are being taken into consideration. So they learned that the best way is to, yes, maybe sometimes they do want to complain about a certain thing, so they rely on each other to talk about these things, but they know who to say these things to, because there's a lot of gossiping here. Maybe there's someone like in that group that I don't think that this person does it intentionally, but it's a bit of a gossipy person. It's a bit of a gossip, likes to gossip, or it's it's not easy. It's not hard to actually get him to talk about. He just talks about what he hears. And here with the high priestess, it's like, come on, um, we don't want some things to be filtered because we don't want more drama. Like, we don't want drama. Actually, I think that this is a group that I think that their main, like, logo, their main, like, theme is to not is to remain like a bit on the low, a bit like in the shadows. Like, they are very reserved people. Actually, they are very young, but they know that somehow to survive a sort of chaotic environment is better to be a bit like, like not getting much attention, like doing what they have to do, but just keeping opinions to themselves. But definitely they do have a lot of opinions, and I think that they are very intelligent guys. It's just that probably because they are the youngest, like they are not, people don't listen to them, or they just like dismiss them or their opinions. So they are like, okay, I know that they are not going to take me seriously, so why to bother? Um, and then there's this sense of the high priestess, and also with the Queen of Swords here, like like I mentioned, I don't know if there's like a potential, like a rumor or something going online, but they are a bit on the defensive about that as well, because probably they also have a lot of stalkers. So they are like, okay guys, let's be cautious, like let's not like like share too much information, or let's be a bit mindful about who we hang out with, or who we send messages to, because there's something here about them like trying their best to be anonymous, or to not get too much attention to themselves. But I think that there's a potential someone, like there's a member here that is the one that probably is the one that it gets targeted the most for rumors. I think that there could be like a member that gets caught no, I wouldn't say a scandal, because I don't think that it's a scandal, because actually it's going to get like, it's going to disappear really soon. But probably you will continue to hear about this specific member. I don't know, people like making conspiracy theories, like, oh, I don't know, like dating rumors, like, oh, he's dating this, and I don't see the company addressing anything, like totally ignoring this. Um, but I think that the rest of the members are a bit like, okay, we have to get stronger out of this. Like somehow they are going through a process where they are somehow like learning a technique, or learning a way to actually protect the group's integrity and also themselves. Like probably there are a few members that are a bit more careless, like I said, someone that is a bit more outgoing, and probably this person doesn't measure their words or what they say or what they do. And the rest of the members are like, come on, like we need to be smarter. Like They are learning from past experiences. They are like, okay, we don't want drama in a group. We want to be the best. We want to focus on our work. We want to show that we are mature enough to have our own success and our own stability. But I think that they are somehow coming up with a plan or with something that is still like in the stages of an idea, but they are definitely very, very like smart people, and they know the business as well. Like they know it because they have seen what happens to their seniors. So somehow they absorb what others go through, and they are like, okay, we need to be prepared for this. Like, if we want to be successful, we have to be drama free, like somehow, and to do our best to not get caught neither into rumors nor scandals nor miscommunication nor misunderstanding. So there's a sense of like, okay, let's do our work and be even the most mysterious group, if it's possible, to be mysterious, or to somehow like not get caught in this, like he said, she said, or in these situations that they find it very uncomfortable, because they want to show their value, and they want to show that they are much more of what they are, the possibilities that they have today of showing themselves. So, I think that it's important that that they are like really like coming up with an idea of showing the best side of themselves, and also learning to be more professional. um I don't know why, but they are a bit like on the defensive. They are like, okay, we want to do more, we want to be better than this, so let's do our best, let's stay drama free. So yes, I am actually very amazed actually by the maturity of the group. So I would love to hear what you guys think about this and about the group. Since you are fans, maybe you can like educate me a bit better about their history or about the members themselves. I don't know much, but I would appreciate your feedback. So thank you guys for being here. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.